Hey guys, and welcome to another Our Life video. In this video I'm going to be talking about how we approach individuality with our kids, letting them create their own identities for themselves and for the people they are. Now right now, Grayson is a baby and Mackenzie's only 3, so what we do to let them express their own individuality is we let Mackenzie choose what she wants to look like. So that means she gets to choose whatever she wants to wear. We have no say. We don't implement our ideas or opinions or anything on her. She has all her own clothes and she gets to pick whatever she wants that day. And whether it's, tiger stripes with polka dots, if she likes it, she gets to rock it. That goes for her hair too, as I do her hair, but sometimes she'll tell me like, Mom, I don't care, do whatever you want. But usually she'll be like, hey, I want this today, and I do it for her. And it's the same with shopping. When we take her shopping, we take her along and we let her pick out whatever her little heart should desire. Now, of course, we always have to keep in mind that she is only 3, and while she's still young, we still do need to make sure that we're parenting at the same time. But we pretty much go for the whole their body, their choice. As long as she's not making any huge permanent alterations while she's a little girl or anything dangerous or harmful to her health, then everything is pretty much free game. Now, much like many things we do with our kids, we talk. We talk about all sorts of things. We have really open conversations with Mackenzie. And as she gets older and as it becomes more age appropriate, the conversations will get more in depth and more realistic. Now, when it comes to her personal style and how she chooses to express herself, the type of things we're going to be talking to her about is just, when she's older, is just to make her aware of some of the perceptions and when it comes to how she dresses herself or how she carries herself as a person. Now, that might sound a little bit confusing, but for example, let's say she might want to buy a pair of short shorts. We'll sit down with her and we'll always just be really open and casual about things. So it's like, hey, like that girl's wearing short shorts, or look at Miley Cyrus's outfit. What do you think about that? And just have an open discussion of like what people perceive when they see that, and just things like that, if that makes sense. And then allow her to make her own choice from the information we've discussed and from what she's gathered. And we're not going to say, you can't wear those short shorts because you're going to look like, but we want her to be aware that those are some of the perceptions out there about some clothes and some ways of dressing, and we just want to let her make an educated decision for her own body and for what works best for her. And that goes for any alterations such as piercings, tattoos, and even permanent hair dyes. We will keep the discussion very open, and there will be age-appropriate boundaries that we are going to set. But we just are going to keep the discussion very open with her and explain that, this is something that you are going to have for the rest of your life. And we can show her examples of people who regret their, for example, a tattoo, or people who really love it even when they're 80, We just want to keep the board really open with her and just be so honest and expose her to a lot of different, ideals about things, so that she's able to make the best decision that she can that suits her with as much information as we can give her. Our philosophy is pretty much, your body is a temple. Treat it like one, but don't be afraid to decorate the walls if you want to. We really want our kids to be confident in who they are for the rest of their lives, and to really be confident and to be able to shine when other people might be throwing rocks. You know what I mean? And Cody and I really believe that it starts here and now when they are young. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't mean it's hard sometimes, because it might not be something I would wear or that I think looks good, but I really try my best to bite my tongue and say, you know what? She thinks that is an awesome outfit. She thinks those, like kids can wear like cheetah print with polka dots and stripes and a pink tutu, and that might be like, ooh, and like rainbow shoes, like that looks really crazy in my opinion. But I bite my tongue and I'm like, you know what? You think that's awesome. Like, that's a really creative outfit you put together there. And she's like, yeah, I love it. And just to see the confidence on her face and to see how happy she is and how comfortable she feels, that's enough for me that I'm like, I never want to impose my own opinions on her because we're different people. It doesn't matter if I'm her mom and she's my child. She's her own person, and I want her to just embody that, and I want her to get confident now because she's gonna run into times where people tell her things or say like, oh, why aren't you wearing this thing, or you look crazy, like you shouldn't dress like that. I want her to be as comfortable with who she is as she can be, and again, that we really believe that starts right now. And like I said, we want our kids to be educated in the choices they make, but in the end, it's their choice, and it always will be, no matter how we approached it. Even if we were super strict with what she wore, eventually she's not going to be under our roof anymore, and it's going to be her choice anyway. So we figure, why not give it to her now, but inform her, educate her, and create really open conversations with her so that she's able to be herself, but also not rebel and go crazy, you know? That's something I wish I had growing up, and I really didn't, and so I struggled with insecurities as a teenager and in high school, and honestly, until I became a mom is when I really started getting over those things and really started being myself and figuring out who I am and letting it shine through. I mean, I'm still doing that now, I guess. It's still a learning process for me just because I never had the confidence. I was always insecure of, I cared a lot about what other people thought of me, and oh, what do people think if I wear this, or what do people think if I say this? And so I was always really safe, and that's something I just wish that I would have had the courage and somebody, you know, on the sidelines cheering me on to be myself. And so that's something Cody and I really just want to give to our kids. I really believe it's so important to be an individual you. There are so many people. You gotta be you because everyone else is taken, right? So we just encourage our kids to fly their freak flags, be who they are, love themselves, and it's not a big deal. I mean, sometimes I get a look at the grocery store where people are like, you let your kid go to the grocery store like that? Like, I'm sure there's been somebody who's been like, that mom is crazy, they don't dress their kid, they don't care, oh my gosh. And I mean, judgment is judgment, it's gonna come. You can be the most delicious peach out there and somebody's still gonna hate peaches. Like, haters gonna hate. So we really just want to show our kids that who cares, it doesn't matter, be you. And also it's kind of cool because she's teaching me and helping my confidence as well, because sometimes she'll just rock this thing and she'll be like, yeah, this is me, and it encourages me to be like, who cares what anybody else think, I'm gonna be me. Because in the end, it's just clothes, it's just what they want to do with their body, in our opinion, and they're still our kid underneath all of that. They're still that amazing, beautiful little person. I mean, I could let it stress me out. I could control everything and micromanage and just be like, no, this has to match. You have to color coordinate. Oh, this outfit from this place is so cute. And like, look how awesome and cute and my little indie kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there are some really cute clothes out there and some really cute outfits. But then I just try and make myself step back and be like, you know what? It's not her style. It's not what she likes to wear. And so that's fine, because really all I have is a super cute kid with some great sense of their own personal style, and that's all that matters. So that's basically all we do in that department. It's pretty easy. We keep pretty casual about it because we don't really think there's any need to get too worked up about it. As always, this is what works for our family. This is what we do, and we're just sharing with you guys for anybody who might be interested to hear. And again, as always, just take what you like and leave the rest if you don't. And yeah, you guys do you and we'll do us, as always. I'm sorry, I know I say that in every single video and we say that in every video, but I feel like I have to, because some people might feel that we're really like, this is how you need to do it. No, with anything we're super like, this is what we do, and you do you. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching this video, and we will see you next time. Bye!